Okay, here is a hot take. I think for the first time in a long time, iPhone users are looking for an alternative to the Apple ecosystem, and I think the Pixel 9 Pro XL might just be the best alternative for them. Now, I have been using the iPhone 16 Pro Max for the past week with the Pixel 9 Pro XL, and they have very interesting similarities as well as big differences between these two phones. So the question is, which is the better phone and which should you spend your hard-earned money on? Let's get into it and find out. Hey guys, my name is Coinsola, but you can call me KJ. So one of the few things that I noticed when you put these phones side by side is how similar they look. There have been many times where in the last week I picked up the iPhone thinking it was the Pixel, and I think that design change from Google was very deliberate. So the idea here is if you're going to appeal to iPhone users, there needs to be something that the iPhone users can easily relate to. So you see, the 16 Pro Max has the same look from last year, which is the same square-shaped design, is slightly bigger screen that I actually like. It is now 6.9 inches tall, and they added new colors, or should I even say color, because of the new desert titanium, and the rest are colors we've already seen in the past. There is camera control, which is new. The new button from Apple is more of a touchpad that gives you haptic feedback with each press. One tap to open the camera, another to take a picture, and it works in both landscape and portrait, so you have no issues. I found it super easy to jump right into the camera. You can also hold down the camera button to record a video, but video stops recording once you let go, which doesn't make any sense. And one of the biggest problems I have with camera control is the placement and how redundant it actually is. I had to adjust my hand to accommodate the new button, and at times I'll need to use my left hand for better balance. I had the same experience in landscape mode, and the biggest compliment I can give the new button is that it opens the camera easily, but then again, that's what the action button did for me with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, so it doesn't really make a difference. With the Pixel 9 Pro XL, one thing I have to give credit to Google for is making small but incremental changes to their designs each year to give it a fresh look. They did a great job making the Pixel 9 Pro XL ergonomically friendly, or should I say friendlier than the Pixel 8 Pro. The square-shaped design, the flat display sits well within the palm of my hands, and there is no fear that this will fall off at any given time, and this is great if you don't like putting a case on your phone. Although, if you wear things like sweatpants or tracksuits, the phone slides out very easily. Maybe you do need a case after all. Now, it weighs 221 grams, so it's not the heaviest phone around. The back of the phone is glass, giving it more durability than the Pixel 8 Pro, while also having a soft matte finish. The camera design is something that I really loved from the first time that I saw it. It's more prominent than the Pixel 8 Pro, and the best part is it doesn't rock on the table like the iPhone 16 or even the 16 Pro Max. So you can use your phone on a table if that is your thing. But after about a month, there are scratches on my Pixel, and I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but it has a few micro scratches on the camera bar itself and the aluminum rails, which is rather disappointing this early on. So yeah, if you hate scratches, you definitely should get a case on your phone. And speaking of cases, thanks to ASR for sponsoring this video. These are their stash stand cases, and not only do these cases have an insanely strong MagSafe magnets, they charge your phone 30 minutes faster than any other case brands. Plus, the camera bump, it is also a kickstand that adjusts to any angle between 15 and 85 degrees. Perfect for video calls, streaming, or even gaming. But here is where things get a little interesting. These cases exceed military grade protection, which means that they can survive drops of up to 23 feet. And while these cases protect the back of your phone and the edges and all that good stuff, the ASR Armorite screen protector protects the front, which is super tough. It's made from 9H glass, so it can handle up to 110 pounds of pressure on your screen. Plus, it was very easy to install. Took about 2 steps or even less than that, and there are no dust bubbles. So if you're tired of weak cases or shattered screens, check out ASR's cases and screen protectors. Seriously, they got you covered. I'll put all the links in the description below if you're interested. And thanks again to ASR for sponsoring this video. Okay, with the display, if you're looking for anything new with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, there isn't anything new. Apart from the bigger screen, is the same 120Hz refresh rate, same max brightness that is 2000 nits outdoors, which is less than the Pixel 9 Pro XL that goes as high as 3000 nits. And speaking of, the display on the Pixel 9 Pro XL has moved up a different level when it comes to how bright the phone can get. Like I said, it is 3000 nits of max brightness when you're outside. It has a 6.8-inch screen with an adjustable refresh rate that goes from 1 to 120. But when compared side by side with the 16 Pro Max, directly under sunlight, you get more out of your Pixel than the iPhone, which is a plus. Now, what differentiates them is how you unlock the phone. The Pixel 9 Pro XL has two ways to unlock the phone, and that is the fingerprint sensor and face unlock. The fingerprint sensor is now ultrasonic, which is very good. That is the same thing on the S24 Ultra. So you're getting a more secure and faster way to get into your phone with less resistance. Face ID is still great in my opinion, and there is a question of which is faster. And I believe the fingerprint sensor is faster than Face ID because you can do it without even looking at your phone, whereas Face ID requires your whole face. But at the end of the day, it is just down to your preference. What I would prefer though is you guys to subscribe to the channel. The goal for the year is 30,000 subs. So subscribe, like this video, and help your boy out. With the battery life, the battery capacity on the Pixel 9 Pro XL is slightly bigger than the Pixel 8 Pro from last year. It is 5060 mAh of battery and will easily get you through the day, and probably more depending on how you use your phone. In the last month, it's been good. It gets me through the day and gives me around 6 to 8 hours of screen on time on a minimum, and obviously more if I don't use my phone a lot. It also charges fast with the use of the 45-watt charger. But with all that being said, the iPhone 16 Pro Max still has the better battery life in my past week of testing it out, even though it has a smaller battery capacity than the Pixel 9 Pro XL. I get less battery anxiety using the 16 Pro Max. I don't know, maybe it's just a psychology thing, but overall, the battery life on the 16 Pro Max is just way better and will give you more value out of your whole day. And my theory usually is that good battery life has to do with the software optimization rather than the battery size. So with that being said, let's talk about the performance. All the new iPhone 16s plus last year's iPhone 15 Pro and the Pro Max will be getting iOS 18, which also means that they will be getting the new Apple Intelligence feature. I know it's been said to death around YouTube, but if you're reviewing a phone, make sure you're reviewing the phone as it is today and not what it will be tomorrow, next month, or even next year. And with that being said, we are not getting Apple Intelligence, according to Mark Gurman from Bloomberg, till probably March 2025, which is rather disappointing. I personally don't think it's going to take that long, but the main reason people are buying these new phones, or even the 15 Pro Max for example, is because of Apple Intelligence. They've been pushing it in their marketing all through the release of the new phones, so it's very weird that it's not releasing anytime soon. With the Pixel 9 Pro XL, it does not come with Android 15, but it does come with every feature that was promised by Google so far. It is also powered by the Tensor G4 chipset that is responsible for a lot of the AI features within this phone. From previous videos, there is that debate of it being weaker than the new A18 Pro, which is true, but when it comes to the core use of the Pixel 9 Pro XL and its primary functions, that is the scrolling, the animations, opening apps, amongst other things, I can tell you for a fact that it runs very smoothly. I actually have to give credit to Google for wanting to create their own ecosystem, their own chipsets that makes their phones run the way they want it to run. And RAM is also up to 16 gigs now, giving a significant portion to AI. And speaking of AI, Gemini Nano is here and it has improved in the last month. It is yet to be replaced or yet to replace the Google Assistant, so that remains to be seen. Other down-to-earth AI features within the Pixel 9 Pro XL is Pixel Studio, and with this you can create illustrations using text prompts and it's done on your device. The Magic Editor also has a new feature called Reimagine, where you can use text prompts also to visually change what is in your picture slightly or even drastically. And the last one is called Add Me, and this is the best use case feature that they released. So you can take a picture, hand it over to a friend, and you step in the same place that you were in, and the Pixel uses an AR overlay to guide the framing, and it looks like you guys were taking a picture at the same time. While offering 7 years of software updates is really good, how future-proof is Tensor, or how would the Pixel 9 Pro XL be in the next 4 or even 5 years? Only time will tell. So the camera comparison here is closer than you might imagine. The Pixel 9 Pro XL's new front-facing camera is 42 megapixels, and at the back we have a 50 megapixel wide-angle lens, a 48 megapixel ultra-wide, and a 48 megapixel telephoto lens. The iPhone also has new cameras. This time around, the ultra-wide lens is now 48 megapixels, which is a good upgrade from the 15 Pro Max. So in 2024, there are no bad camera phones. Actually, every phone can take a great picture. It's about you as a person and what you like. With each picture you take, color accuracy and dynamic range is up there bar for bar. In terms of color profile, the iPhone is more on the warmer side, while the Pixel is more on the cooler temperature. Shooting with the wide-angle sensor, the 16 Pro Max is more vibrant and adds saturation than the Pixel 9 Pro XL. The telephoto lens is a very fun lens to have, but the Pixel and its image-taking software plus having a bigger lens gives it an edge, but they are very similar if you really look at it on a wider scale. Apple's new 48 megapixel lens is a major upgrade from last year. It is now in tandem with the Pixel 9 Pro XL in terms of quality and just how much light gets into each sensor. Both phones do a great job in capturing those moments. When it comes to video though, this is where the disparity comes into play. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is and will be the best video camera on a smartphone in 2024. I do not think anything is beating this anytime soon. The ability to shoot in a log profile is a godsend, and I use this more than anything else. Even though the Pixel shoots in 8K with video boost turned on, it's not on the iPhone's level. You can honestly use an iPhone to make content, commercials, and all that good stuff, and some people can't even tell the difference. Upgrading or switching phones is a very tricky situation. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is good. It has everything from the iPhone 15 Pro Max from last year, plus a new ultra-wide camera, and it also has camera control. But when you actually consider the price between the 16 Pro Max and what you can get from the 15 Pro Max, the latter is the better bargain, if that makes sense. However, if you're looking for a great phone with a great camera, an awesome display, good battery life, stylish design, and all the AI features that you can use right now and not in the next year, plus $100 cheaper, you should definitely consider the Pixel 9 Pro XL. But this is just one man's opinion, and I'd like to hear yours. Is the Pixel 9 Pro XL the better value or even the better phone, or is the iPhone 16 Pro Max worth it? Comment down below and let me know. Thank you guys for watching. My name is KJ, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.